It's time. Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire review. Let's go. Yo, what is up, Crockxen, clan members, book fans, and others who have some fun in this video? I'm SoresanCrockxen, and today, yes, it's finally time for me to do my ORAS review. It's been a long time coming, but I've been lazing around, and also it's taken me a while to play a little bit of Alpha Sapphire so I get the story, just a little tiny bit. Um, but I haven't beaten it yet, and I'm probably not gonna beat it anytime soon because I really want to go back to Omega Ruby, start getting some competitive teams going, so I can start getting some battles. Especially since it doesn't look like there's gonna be a main series Pokemon game this year, so I have plenty of time. Um, but yeah, I was kind of like I beat Omega Ruby. It took me a while because I mean it was one of those things where I'm with Pokemon games and me, like I like to like experience as many things as possible, so I usually like to take my time. But then I started thinking, wait a minute, I have to make a review for this thing because there's people who actually want to watch the reviews. Because usually when I play a video game and I do an unboxing, people don't care about the review side of it. But this one I knew people wanted to watch them, so I kind of like I still took a little bit of time like I normally would, but I had to like rush some things. So um, like yeah, and then Alpha Sapphire, like I started playing it, but then other things started got getting in the way, and like people wanted me to play Smash with them, and so I had to like go back to Smash, and then I got new games and like the Wii U, and it was just a huge mess. Um, but I finally got around to it. I got to the fourth gym, which I feel like is a good spot to go from because you already deal with Team Aqua and stuff like that. So major differences. Well, obviously you have Team Magma and Team Aqua. Team Magma wants to expand the land for people. Team Aqua wants to expand the seas for Pokemon. Uh, they both are technically good. They're not really. I don't really consider them like true villains because they have a just goal or just ends to their goals. It's just that they're going about it the wrong way. Um, it's nice because the typical thing with a lot of the reviews that came out from Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire was the whole concept of too much water. Well, first of all, that's not a problem, and it actually makes sense from a storyline perspective. Because there's so much water in Hoenn, Team Magma wants to expand the land, thus having more places for people to live, and thus, maybe civilization can grow. Team Aqua, that one is just that they want to have Pokemon that live in the ocean have basically just a free place to live, just water everywhere. So that's the idea behind the concept of what Hoenn is like. So for those people that used to say too much water, excuse me, I say screw you, because that actually helps in the point of the story, and it's not like they can change anything like too drastically in terms of how the region looks, because it's a remake, not an original place we're going to visit. Um, so that's just the thing I wanted to throw out there. It made me mad when I saw those reviews. It was really stupid. People who review those games said that stuff are ignorant assholes who don't know anything about the world of Pokemon. I'm just throwing it out there. But the story was fine. I actually really liked the way they did it this time around. It was really interesting. It was really intriguing. It did change some of the things. I love playing against the enemy teams. You know, and Archie and Maxie were legit as fuck. Like no doubt about that. They both looked legit as hell. I loved how they had their or the keystones. And Maxie had it in his glasses, which is it's what sets him apart. Like really, like hey, whoa, this is Maxie. And then Archie with his chain. Wow, it was good. It was cool. Um, what else do I want to talk about? All right, the animation. The game looks beautiful. It does. It's I gotta say, I'm surprised. I think I like the way this game looks more than X and Y. And I actually thought that X and Y was kind of like a peak for now. Like it looked amazing. Like X and Y looks beautiful. And Omega Ruby for me, just I mean I don't know if it's just me, but I think it looks better than X and Y. I like the contest. I'm so glad the contests are back, at least for this iteration. Maybe we might get it for Diamond and Pearl Remix. I don't know, but I just gotta say I love the contest. Back in the originals, that was the thing that I spent my most of my time on. I used to be I didn't do competitive back then because it was so complex, and I didn't want to get like delve into the world of competitive Pokemon. I knew about it, but I didn't want to do it myself because I was kind of lazy, and I didn't like fully understand every aspect of it. So when I had my 500 plus hours of my Ruby version, it was mainly on beating the Elite Four as many times as possible and getting Pokemon that would basically wreck souls in the contest. I had master ranks on so many of my Pokemon because of how much dedication I put into that. Because it was not that hard to understand what you had to do. You had to make your Pokeblocks that had to give you a specific color so you can get a specific stat as high as possible, and then go into like moves that would benefit you in that particular tier, and then you go in and just go all over the place and just start tearing people off. Um, and that's basically what I mean, I've done contests already. I'm not completely there, but like I said, that's why I want to go back to Omega Ruby. Because not only am I going to deal with the competitive side, I'm going to start making my contest teams again. And I'm going to start taking master ranks all day. Okay? I'm already at an ultra rank in one of these. I think it's I think it's the coolest one. No. It's not coolness. I think it's the coolest one. I'm already at ultra rank. So I mean, even though I wasn't like going all crazy over it, I was able to get to the rank before the master rank. So it's something that I love. Like I personally, as a player, am fascinated by the Pokemon contest. That is the thing that made me really love Hoenn as much as it did. Besides, the world itself and the Pokemon in it. So I'm just throwing it out there. I'm a huge contest fan. Okay, that's just what I am. The what else? The secret bases. I technically made one, but that's because the game kind of forces you to make one. I did make a different one though, but I don't. As soon as I get back into my Ruby, I'm actually gonna make a base, and it's gonna be legit as hell, and I'm gonna post it on Twitter, Google Plus, Facebook fan page, all over the. Actually, if I post it on Twitter, it'll show up on my Facebook fan page. Anyways, the point is, I am going to be making a badass secret base, and I'm gonna put it on there with the QR code and everything, so you guys can add me and all that stuff. I'm also gonna leave my friend code in the description so that when I go out and challenge people after I make my teams, or if you just want to add me, just for the heck of it, just to have me as a friend, it will be in the description, so you guys can go ahead and do that. And yeah. So, anyways, what else? The Elite Four was pretty cool. Um, it really felt nostalgic to go back there. Mega Metagross was a beast, but my team pretty much wrecked everybody. I love the cutscenes. The cutscenes are amazing. The store ability is something that I feel a lot of people like kind of just used it once and dismissed it. I don't use Fly at all. I don't have a Pokemon with Fly on my team. I literally use Soar every time I can. If I need to get somewhere, Soar. If I need to get something at a specific place, I'm gonna Soar. If I just want to go roaming around, I'm gonna Soar. I'm not gonna. I don't use Fly. I got Fly. And you know what I did with it? I put it away. Like, well, I mean, you can't really put it away. You put it in the bag, but I have not touched the move Fly since I got it because I've just used Soar because it's a lot easier mechanic, and you don't have to have a Pokemon in your party with Fly to use it. Latios and Latias can just be in the box, and you're just like, I want to Soar, so you use the Eon Food, and then you go, wee! And that's basically all you got to do. So it's a lot easier for me, at least. And I feel like a lot of people have dismissed it. Maybe it's because there's a cutscene that you have to go through every time. I like the cutscene. I have not gotten tired of that cutscene since I started using that. But that's just me, of course. That's just me. What else do I want to talk about? I haven't really done too much with the secret portal thingies. I do hope that as soon as I get more into Omega Ruby, I'll be going into those things a lot more. Um, because that's just what I need to do, and I need to have it right. I need to do right. Now I want to talk quickly about the Delta episode because the Delta episode was legit as fun. I had so much fun playing the Delta episode. Actually, before we get to that, I do want to talk about the primal forms because that does come out before. The cutscene with Primal Groudon was that was out. That was awesome. I didn't get to see Primal Kyogres, but I'm gonna assume it's just as cool. I know that you go underwater on Alpha Sapphire, whereas with my group you're actually on Groudon's back on walking on lava. And it was cool. I really liked it. It took me that part took me so long because I actually tried to get a good nature for Primal Groudon, and it took forever. And I gotta say, I love the cutscene. I do, but I got sick and tired of it after I don't know, freaking the 30th time I watched it because because you couldn't skip it, right? So I had to like constantly watch the cutscene over and over and over and over and over again. Um, but no, it took me forever to get it, and that was the thing that did take me a while for my group because I did want to get a good nature for it. Also for Latias as well. When I went to go get Latias, I also tried to get a good nature for it. I don't know why. I just felt like I would like to have it. I'm not gonna be doing Uber stuff, so but Latias I can use like as an OU, so that's fine. But anyways, I loved it though. It was great, and I caught my Primal Groudon with the nature I wanted. It was great. It was awesome. It was legit. But that's that. Now Delta episode was cool. Zinnia was actually pretty interesting. I felt like I would have much appreciated if they would have fleshed her out a little bit more. Maybe actually like because they did show her before the Delta episode. If you guys didn't catch her, she was in Moss Deep City. Um, and they did show her. It was her, but it like that's all we got. That was like a hint, and then we got to the Delta episode, which is when she actually shows up for reals. And it was like, oh, I'm here, and then she says like 2 or 3 lines, and she leaves. And I felt like they could have done more with her, but it was still cool. What Delta episode was cool. They also mentioned Alan, which I was like, wait, what? Because they were talking about a guy with a Mega Charizard X and talking about him, and they literally referenced Alan from the anime. So that makes me wonder, when we get Pokemon Z, is Alan gonna be a character that's gonna show up? I don't know, man, because he's technically part of Team Flare in the anime, so they could do something. I don't know, man. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. And I can kick his Mega Charizard ass all over the floor. They also mentioned AZ for a little bit, talking about the giant man from 300 years ago and the ultimate weapon. They really connected Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire to X and Y like ridiculous. It was just crazy. Oh gosh. Um, so I also quickly want to talk about the lack of Battle Frontier. That kind of disappointed me. I don't know if because people are saying DLC. I wouldn't mind it being DLC. In fact, I say all for it because I want my Battle Frontier. Because in Emerald, that's where I spent most of my time as well. I'm sorry, just Gen 3 is my favorite region. So like Hoenn is my favorite region. So I want all my stuff in here. So if they do an update or a DLC for the Battle Frontier, I want to be happy. But they definitely need to do that. Because I definitely want. You can't just tease us with that crap. You can't just say, "Oh, it's since it's in construction," and then not do anything about it. That's kind of messed up. So I hope that it was just them trying to make it work, but they couldn't do it in time for the release. So they were just like, you know what? Let's just save it. We'll keep working on it, and we'll release it later as DLC. So hopefully they do that, and then they can add more things. I mean, don't make it like, don't do like typical other companies stuff where it's like a shit ton of money for like a small thing. Like make it big. Kind of like what Smash did. I mean, or Mario Kart, or even Hyrule Warriors. Give us uh, a lot for a little bit, because that's what I would like to see the Nintendo philosophy. It's more for less, um, or more stuff for less money. That's So don't think of it more money for less content. That's not what I. Anyways, I think that's basically it. All I want to talk about. The games are fun. Like I said, I'm gonna start with the breeding processes for Omega Ruby. Gonna make me a Mega Glade team, Mega Lopunny team. I don't know where. I think yeah, I have the Lopunny light. Never mind. But I'm gonna start breeding with that stuff, and hopefully you guys are able to battle me or have fun trading and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm gonna leave my friend code in the description so you guys can add me. Make sure you send me either a PM or even post it in the comments your friend code so I can add you on my 3DS. That way we can already be connected and stuff like that. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Look forward to later this today. I'm gonna have another video up. Actually, I'm gonna have two more videos up today. So I hope you guys enjoy that. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I'm SoresanCrockxen, and I'll see you guys in future videos.